Hello, class. This is Fred. My presentation is from page 224 of our book, Ethics Across the Professions. The title of my case study is Flying or Lying in Business Class. My presentation is set up as a call to the subject in the case study. Hey, brother. How you doing? I was just writing you a note. Oh, the move went good. The moving company was right on time. They even had an extra guy to help unload the truck. I did have to ask them to slow down once or twice. Man, they were moving so fast one guy almost fell over the living room box. I think they were in a hurry to get the next move. That's probably why they had the extra guy unloading. Oh, Janet's doing fine. Yeah, though a little bored. She hasn't found a job yet, but not for lack of trying. She'll be going out again tomorrow to look. But we're both loving being in New York. Man, this city is big. I guess that's why they call it the Big Apple. I used to get used to public. I have to get used to the public transportation though. Having a car in this city is way too expensive. Yeah, well, the funds are tight. The company paid for the move, so that was a good deal. But with Janet not having a job yet, we have to watch the budget. I have to pay back this school loan as well as live in the city that never sleeps. And brother, it ain't cheap. Oh, the job is just great. I share an office with another new guy, Bill, and it's not so small that we feel crammed yet. With that, what? No window. It'll take a couple months before I can get a window office. Hey, guess what? I'm going to Amsterdam. Yeah, the land of windmills, cheese wheels, and wooden shoes. That's why I was going to send you an email. Remember when we went there when we were kids? Yeah, that miniature town was really cool, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember the cars when we crossed the little Autobahn. Yeah. Well, the company's sending me to Amsterdam to pitch the new Ultra widget we've developed. The boss says that'll be good experience for me, and we'll be able to see how I handle myself in the overseas market. He said he wants to see if how my people skills are and if I have the sophistication to work with a foreign client. Man, this is a great opportunity for me. What? Hey now, just hold on a minute. I can be just as sophisticated as the next guy who comes from rural Missouri. I'll just have to be on my best behavior. Be truthful, honest, and let's see that they can count on me and I'll give them the best deal possible. Besides that, the company has given me a short course on how to deal with European business customs with an emphasis on the Netherlands so they don't totally blow the deal. Well, the company gave me an advance for the business class ticket, and man, it is an astonishing amount of money. I was thinking that I could buy 2 coach tickets with that much dough and possibly have some left over. I said as much to Janet after she told me she would love to go with me if I could figure out a way to get her in. It would be great to see Madeira Dom again. I checked him out online, man, and that little town is more like a little city. I think Janet would like it too, and the Alkmaar cheese market would be something she would definitely enjoy. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. My first option would be just to buy 2 tickets. And I'm not returning the receipts to the boss, but to the accounting department. And this company is so large that no one there would probably care, and my boss would likely never find out. And like I said, it would probably save the company money. So it'd be a win-win. And I know Janet would be happy to go with me. Ha! Says you. I am not the utilitarian of the family. You are. Let's see how you would say it. Do whatever is good for the most people. The end justifies the means. How did you hear Mills put it? Happiness is desirable, and the only thing desirable as an end. All other things being desirable as a means to that end. Well, how could I ever forget it? After the ethics class you took in high school, we used to hear that quote on a daily basis just to justify the silly things you were doing. Some of the time you got away with it too, but on the really important stuff, Mom and Dad brought the hammer down on you. I seem to remember you being very unhappy on those occasions. You're right, I couldn't pull it off, and precisely because I'm not like you. I tend to run more with the deontology crowd. If some action's wrong, brother, it is wrong. It doesn't matter if it makes you feel good. Just like the stand that Elizabeth Anscombe took. Moral rules are absolute. What else can I do? I'm going to walk to my boss and let him know the situation and see if it's all right to take Janet with me. If he says it's okay, then she goes. If not, then she'll have to stay here and keep looking for a job. There's not much else I can do. And she might have a job by then anyway. Yeah, right. Just like you would do. Buy the tickets. But then what if the company does take notice? The accounting office knows the business class tickets are bought on flights over 5 hours. They might see my receipt and ask the boss why I had two coach tickets instead of one business class. Then I'd have to tell the new boss what I did without his approval. Not exactly the way to make a good first impression. And if they didn't find out about it, I'd have to live with the decision to deceive my boss. It would be hard for me to enjoy Amsterdam with Janet, knowing that it could give me a bad reputation as well as cost me my job. Oh, I will, brother. I'll give you a call. Let you know what the boss says. Yeah, I love you too, man. Be careful. Bye bye. On page 87 of our book is the article "The Basic Business Virtues: Honesty, Fairness, Trust, and Toughness" by Robert Solomon. In this article, we are told that business is a social activity which requires that people be honest and trustworthy with each other as the first virtue of business, according to Solomon. Honesty is given the means of telling the truth. In this article, however, full disclosure is not required all the time, which is to say that many transactions are like used car purchases. After all, you do not expect to be told everything about a used car. People expect to be deceived, so it's all right to deceive them. I personally do not agree with this idea, but in any case, it would not be prudent to lie, deceive, or even mislead your employer, especially when trying to impress him. The other two references in this presentation are from the Elements of Moral Philosophy in our resources and materials. The second utilitarian PDF contains a quote from Mills: "The idea that the end justifies the means is something that has been used by many people to justify their actions. When people are used, abused, or treated without respect in order for some small group of people or companies to profit, it is wrong. It is also wrong for someone to do so for personal gain. In this case study, to deceive the boss about the tickets or taking the wife on the business trip would be wrong, whether the boss found out or not." The reference to Elizabeth Anscombe is from the first Deontology PDF. I agree for the most part with her view of ethics, that moral rules are absolute. However, I will make the choice to deceive or even lie if there's a life at stake, and doing so can save that life. Thank you for your time. Fred.